I am a mother, and there's nothing I treasure more than the bond I share with my daughter. She's 27 now, and in many ways, I still see her as the sweet little girl who once clung to my side, full of dreams and curiosity. Over the years, she grew into a remarkable young woman, intelligent, kind-hearted, independent, and strong. She graduated from university with flying colors and landed herself a good job. My husband and I couldn't be prouder of her. We've always wanted the best for her, and we've worked hard to provide her with every opportunity we could, including giving her an apartment so she could live on her own, chase her dreams, and carve out a future full of happiness. Like any parent, we've long imagined seeing her start a family of her own one day, falling in love with someone who cherishes her the way we cherish her. We dreamed of weddings, of grandchildren running around our home, but recently, my heart has been heavy with a secret, a truth that has shattered the image I had of her perfect life. It was not easy to uncover the secret my daughter had been hiding. One day, I learned that she was involved with a married man. The news pierced me like 1,000 daggers. My heart hurt for her, and my mind raced with questions. Why was she with someone who was already committed to another? Why would she choose this path when she was so capable of finding someone who could give her the love and devotion she deserved? Why had she gotten caught up in something that was destined to bring nothing but pain? But what hurt the most wasn't just the betrayal. It was the knowledge that I had no idea how to protect her from the heartache that awaited her. I couldn't even bear to tell my husband. He had always been so proud of our daughter, so convinced of her success and happiness. I didn't want to shatter his illusions. I didn't want to burden him with the weight of the truth, especially since it might hurt him deeply. But I couldn't ignore the nagging feeling in my chest, the dread of seeing her head down a path I knew would only lead to disappointment. The more I thought about it, the more helpless I felt. My daughter was everything I had ever hoped for in a child: smart, beautiful, and so independent. She didn't need a man who was already taken, one who could never truly be hers. She could have anyone she wanted, someone who would be entirely hers, without the baggage of another life, another family. Still, I struggled with what to do. As a mother, I wanted to protect her from making a mistake that could haunt her for years. One evening, after much contemplation, I knew I had to speak to her. It was the hardest thing I had ever done. My heart pounded in my chest, and my hands shook as I tried to find the right words. She was sitting across from me, looking calm yet distant. She had no idea that I knew the truth, and I was terrified of what would happen when I confronted her. But I couldn't stay silent. I loved her too much to let her continue down a path that could hurt her. "I know what's going on," I said, my voice quivering. She froze, her eyes widening in surprise. She didn't deny it, didn't try to lie. "It's my life, Mom. It's not your problem," she replied coolly. Those words hit me like a slap. She wasn't the little girl I had known. This was the adult version of my daughter, one who thought she had it all figured out, even though I could see the danger she was stepping into. I felt my heart break for her. All I wanted was to protect her from the pain I knew was coming. "Don't you see? He's married. He has a wife. He can't give you the love you deserve," I said softly, trying to make her see reason, but she was resolute, her voice firm. "I love him. He loves me. He's going to leave her. He promised me. I didn't believe her. I knew the stories, the lies men like him told, promising to leave their wives, but never following through. It wasn't hard to see that this was nothing more than a dangerous game, one where she was the only one who could lose. If you don't stop seeing him, I will tell his wife, I said, my voice filled with a desperation I couldn't hide. At that, she exploded. How could you say that? You don't understand. I'm not a child anymore. Her words stung, sharper than I had anticipated. I had never heard her speak to me this way before. The anger in her voice was foreign, but the pain in my chest was real. I love you, and I don't want this life for you, I said through tears, struggling to keep my voice steady. You deserve better. You deserve someone who can be yours completely, someone who isn't already committed to another. She rolled her eyes. You're so old-fashioned, Mom. You just don't get it. Tears fell freely down my face as I looked at her. I could see the hurt in her eyes, but also a stubbornness that told me she wasn't ready to listen. I felt helpless. I had no idea how to help her see what I saw. I confided in a friend, sobbing as I spoke. My friend tried to console me, but there was no comfort in knowing my daughter was making choices that could destroy her future. I kept the secret from my husband, trying to protect him from the pain I felt, but the weight of it all was suffocating. Nights were the hardest. I lay awake thinking of my daughter's future. I thought about how she used to hold my hand and tell me her hopes and dreams for the future. What had changed? Was she lonely? Did she believe his lies? My heart ached for her, and I wished there was something I could do to open her eyes. Time passed, but nothing changed. I tried again, but she was resolute in her choices. I asked her one last time, what if he never leaves his wife? He will, she insisted. He loves me. I don't care what you say. And that was it. I couldn't reach her. I felt broken, watching my daughter make decisions that would hurt her in the long run, but I had no way of stopping her. Days turned into weeks. I waited. I hoped, but nothing changed. Then one day, I received a call. Her voice was soft, strained. Mom, can I come over? My heart lifted. Finally, she was coming to me, ready to talk. She came that evening, looking more tired than I had ever seen her. I made her favorite dinner, hoping it might bring some comfort. After a long, heavy silence, she spoke. He lied to me, she whispered. He said he was going to leave his wife, but he didn't. He promised me he loved me, but now he won't even take my calls. Tears welled in my eyes as I reached for her hand. My heart shattered as I listened to the pain in her voice. I'm so sorry, my love, I said, holding her close. I know it hurts, but you're not alone. I'm here for you. She cried softly. I feel so stupid. I thought he really loved me. No, darling, I said, gently brushing her hair back. You were just looking for love. You believed in him, and there's nothing wrong with that. You wanted to believe the best in him, and that's not stupid. For the first time in weeks, I felt a sense of hope. My daughter was home, and while her heart was broken, she was going to heal. I kissed her forehead and whispered, I love you, and I will always be here for you. And in that moment, I knew she would be okay. She would find her way again. Remember, true love is never hidden. It's honest, kind, and full of respect. No one deserves to be caught in the web of lies and deceit. If you ever feel lost, know that you're not alone. There is always hope, and better days will come. Take care of yourself, stay strong, and never forget that you are worthy of love that's real and pure. Thank you for listening to this story. If it resonated with you, please like, subscribe, and share.